Welcome once again to this wonderful series of sessions, Enlightenment on No Death, going so wonderful. And every day we are having a different insight on the same topic. It's very interesting. Complete journey, the route maps after death, and the general fears of death, how to kind of understand them, how to overcome them, how to gain the wisdom that tells that there is no death, which is the core principle of PSSM that Patriji mentioned, used to mention all the time. So today we have another wonderful master, an ardent adherent of Patriji. Whatever Patriji says, it's like she will follow it. Very sincere follower of Patriji's teachings and Patriji's suggestions. Whatever Patriji says, okay, yes, sir, I'm ready. So that kind of attitude, a dedicated, committed person. And we've been seeing PMC channels and so many, different channels across the world now in different countries. A lot of wisdom has been shared in multiple PMC channels, in the form of YouTube channels. But before these PMC channels, she kind of, along with other members of team, they co-founded a channel called Meditation Magic. So you see a world class videos, like so much of clarity, so much of wisdom is shared on that channel. If you are not aware of that Meditation Magic channel, I mean, most of us, for new members, I'm mentioning, so amazing wisdom is there. A lot of transformational journeys of different masters. Even I have shared my journey over there. They work so hard to give the best to the community and to the world. And in the year 2016, she wanted to kind of do something in terms of giving the best to the world and to bring all the pyramid masters experiences on one platform. She wanted to do something, and she went and she asked Patriji, but sir, I wanted to do something where I can bring all the experience of all the masters, international masters, and all the pyramid masters, so that people can watch or read those magazine, and they can get inspired and they can start the journey of meditation. So that's when Patriji suggested, yes, start the magazine. In terms of, in the form of magazine, you can do the work. And he named it as Meditation Magic. So when we start the meditation, that's when the magic happens in anybody's life, right? So see the name, wonderful name. And in 2018, that magazine kind of transformed into a YouTube channel, videos. Go and check. Amazing transformational videos. Okay. So she is none other than, you know, Divya, who is, a good friend of mine, and everybody across the world, many people know her. And an amazing person whose journey from a licensed physical therapist to a passionate meditation teacher. So inspiring. And currently she is living in Dallas, Texas. So at the age of 16, she started practicing meditation at that young age. She learned from her mother, Padma, Padma ma'am, a seasoned meditation practitioner herself. During the teenage, struggling with the teenage melancholies. And Divya immersed herself in the practice of meditation, finding solace and overcoming her challenges with her resilience and dedication. At the moment, she on day-to-day basis, she not only practices regularly but also she shares, and wherever possible she tries to spread the meditation and spread the wisdom that she gained from Patriji and from her practice, uh, not just in person in USA but also online. As I said, she started online even before when we know about the Zoom and all these things. She conducted so many in-person sessions in the states, in the USA, across Dallas. Uh, she has two young boys. You know, despite her busy life, she's still committed to her this spiritual sharings. She spends a lot of time. Her passion for meditation, not just on the personal practice but also actively fosters mindfulness and inner peace in the community, as I mentioned. Okay. And she is a hiker who conquered one of the world's toughest treks to the Mount Everest base camp in Nepal in 2018. And she co-founded the Mindful Masters Toastmasters Club. I think many of you must have heard about Toastmasters Club, and she started that Mindful Masters Toastmasters Club. So that shows how committed she is, how serious she is about transforming the community, transforming the world. You know, so as I said, she co-founded this Meditation Magic and established non-profit organization called same with the same name, Meditation Magic. And their only mission is to advocate for meditation, plant-based living, and pyramid energy. So Patriji's whatever the what do you call core principles they are fulfilling, you know, and Divya, she's always ready to share her spiritual insights and experiences through this YouTube channel, Meditation Magic, but also on different platforms. Okay, so let us welcome Divyaji, a beacon of light, illuminating the path to the inner peace, personal growth, and spiritual awakening. Welcome, Divya, and we are so uh, delighted to have you here. Always we feel so happy to listen to you. Thank you. Platform is yours.
Thank you so much, Ravi Kiran. Thank you, Sri Lakshmi, for having me here today. And I would like to see you all. If possible, please turn on your videos. This is not a session today. I'm just here to share my journey and my personal experiences. It will be nice to interact with you, and you can ask me any questions or anything you want to know about me, or you can share about you as well. So, Ravi Kiran, do we do meditation first or do we do meditation after? What is the plan?
Go with your flow, whatever you feel like. So there's no kind of this thing. If you want to start now for a few minutes, we do it now. Or if you want to do it in the end, that is also fine. So whatever you
Yeah,
feel
let's
comfortable.
do about 10 minutes now, Ravikiran. Can
Okay,
you
sure.
please share some music?
Do you want me to share? Okay, I will do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please. Yeah.
I will do it. Right.
Last 10 seconds, Prince. Now gently place, put your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and you can open your eyes. Yes, Master Divya. You can continue, please.
Thank you, Sri Lakshmi. Thank you, Ravi Kiran, for having me here today. So before I share my experience, I would like to share my parents, Padma and Ramaraju, and our beloved Guruji Patriji, for all his wisdom he showered on us, on me especially, to leading this spiritual path and leading a healthy and happy life. So I would like to see you guys if possible. I know some of you. I know Kularatanji, I know Sri Lakshmi, I know Neelima. Hi Neelima. Hi sir. Hi Kularatan sir. Hi Diksha madam. Thank you. Hi Sudhi sir. Hello, hello. So my journey, coming to my journey, I'm a physical therapist by profession and I'm a passionate meditation teacher. And I'm married. I'm living in Dallas, USA. I have two young boys, Rishi and Agastya. Rishi is about 9 years old. Agastya is 4 years old now. So, like many of us, right, of Indian background, right, we always think of going to Himalayas. So, similar to that, I do had that desire. At least once in my lifetime, I have to go to Himalayas. So, in the year 2018, this desire got very intensified. And I thought that's the time I need to go to Himalayas this year. Whatever happens, will happen. And I was doing so much of research online. I read so many blogs, vlogs. I saw so many videos about Himalaya treks. I like trekking. I like being in the nature as a person, even before I got into meditation. So that love for nature and with combined with spiritual desire, I was doing the research online. So I came across many treks. There's so many treks around Himalaya ranges. So in Nepal, in India, be it Annapurna Circuit or Amadablam, there's so many mountains and peaks in the Himalaya range. And while I'm doing this research, right, this trek came up. It's called Everest Base Camp Trek. As you all know, Everest is the highest mountain in the world, and Everest Base Camp Trek is one of the toughest trek in the world. And I somehow got convinced in my mind, if I have to go, I have to go this trek. I was not having any second thoughts. And I was thinking, Divya, why are you thinking this? You have very minimal experience. You have no experience in trekking at all. And this seems to be very tough and very challenging the body. You're not fit enough. You're not that, this. As we all have so many thoughts, right? When you think of doing something. I had similarly so many thoughts, negative thoughts, especially negative thoughts. And somehow I thought, it's okay, let me try. How can I say no without even trying, right? So that's what was my mindset. So somehow I convinced mine. Okay, Divya, I'm going. I'm going to this trek. So I got convinced. So next step is to convince my parents, my in-laws, and my husband and my son. So one day while walking, I called my mom and said, "Mommy, I want to go to Everest Base Camp trek. What do you say?" And she thought for a moment, and I think she got shocked. And she took a moment and said, Divya, even I had so many dreams from my childhood, but I never took action. Now I'm too old, in the late 50s. Even if I can do now, I don't have the physical capabilities to doing it. So I'm very much in for it. Please go ahead. You do your best. I'm with you. I will take care of Rishi. Don't worry about Rishi at all. He will be with me. Don't worry about it. So the first signal is a green signal for me. I felt very happy that day. The next thing came up to my telling to my in-laws. I call up my father-in-law. I was close to him than my mother-in-law, so I called up him, and he said, "Yes, yes, you can do it. Let me know if your husband is not funding the trek. I will send money to you." And second green signal came in, and the third thing is my husband. So it was a weekend. I think Saturday afternoon. He was watching some cricket match on the reclining sofa. I went to him and said, "Raja, this is what I'm planning to do." And he looked at me from top to bottom and said, he smiled and he said, "Let's see, let's see. I'm not saying yes or no, let's see." And he left from there. I thought, okay, let me talk to him again. Maybe if after a few months or a few weeks, I'll talk to him again. And from that day, I started my routine. I woke up even early in the morning. I did my meditation. I did so much of physical routine, right? I was not that fit enough. So I thought, okay, whatever I can do the next 3 to 4 months, I will do my best to get my body and mind ready for this trek. So with that intention, I was doing so many workouts. I was doing jogging, running, whatnot, right? I did so many YouTube channels. Any fitness guy, I follow him. And I changed my diet. So versus going into non-vegetarian, I became a vegan for that amount of time. So it took me a while to give up curd and milk, but being a vegan gave me so much of energy and mental clarity and strength for this trek. So I was preparing, and my husband was watching me what I'm doing, and he got to a point that yeah, she is serious about this trek. And slowly he started supporting my routine. He took care of my son while I was going for my fitness classes or walking or whatever it is. So he started like supporting me in that aspect. And he also researched about the gear. What gear do I need and where to buy what, the deals, the best quality gear that I need for the trek. So that raccoon happened about 1.5 month. And every day, right, as I get closer to the trek, I used to get so many fears from inside. Divya, what if you injure your leg or your or you break a bone in this trek? There are no roadways in this trek. This trek is kind of not developed yet. So once you're in the trek, you have to complete the trek or you have to stay there until other people come back and pick you back up to Kathmandu. So all those fears are popping up into my mind. And fitness level, right? I was starting doing workouts. I was not able to do like other people are doing. I was not their fitness level. And I was constantly judging myself. So many fears. Oh, you can't even walk 2 miles a day. You can't even walk 10 miles a day. You can't even barely take a backpack on your shoulders for 2 hours a day. How are you going to manage? And next fear I had was, what if you die there? Right? You have a family, you have some people depending on you. You have a husband, you have a 4-year-old. He is dependent on you. What if you die there? Yeah, if I die, I die. Who can stop it, right? I die anyways, right? So I was convincing my mind. I was questioning it deeply. Yeah. So yeah, there's a chance of I can die there. So what if I don't die, right? And maybe I'll come back home safely. Who knows, right? I thought I'm not making any assumptions. I'll just give my best. Other challenge I had was, what if people judge you? What if you can't make the end of the trek, let Everest base, right? What if you come back home without going to the end point of the trek? How would people around you judge you? You're spending so much of time, so much of money, and so much of care, and all those things. You're spending so much of things into this trek, time into this trek. What if people judge you? I I somehow convinced my mind, it's okay, let them judge. People judge you anyways, right? Good or bad, right? So I was trying to convince my own self. It's not about other people here. It's about my own inner talk that's happened during this trek. And one day while I was meditating, I got a intuition or a vision. This vision really shook me. I saw myself hurting my left ankle during this trek. And that's it. Everything, all my enthusiasm, my eagerness about the trek dropped. I said, okay, this is until that point in my life, whatever I saw in meditation happened. So I believed it, yes. So this came into my intuition, this came into meditation. Yeah, it's guiding me not to go. I even planned to, I called up my trek guys and say, maybe I can't come to the trek, let's cancel my tickets and everything. And that night, right, with so much of despair, I was meditating and I was asking for help. So, angels, I know you guys are there. I need your help right now. And I closed my eyes. That moment, I felt so much of energy. It came in the form of green light. So this energy went into my left ankle and it formed like a thick cushion. So indicating me that we are with you. We are there to protect you. That vision again made me to stand up again. So I stood back again. Okay, okay. They are there with me. I can go ahead with this trek. So likewise, I had so many fears that came in, surfaced up, and I don't know that I had so many fears until that point, and they all came up as I'm preparing for this trek. So more than fitness, I was working through my fears. I spent most of the time contemplating why these thoughts are coming, what's the root cause of these thoughts. I did more meditations. I read more books about all these things. So finally, the day has come. I went to India. I went to India for 15 days before the trek, so I can make my son used to my mom. He was 4 years old. I was prep talking him, counseling him that you have to be with with my mother-in-law, with your grandmother. My mom is not there, and he readily accepted that. So I went to India, and from there I went to Kathmandu. So the trek is from for 15 days, about 120 miles. So it starts from Kathmandu. So I went there alone, and I went there and met the fellow trekkers. We are about 8 people. They come from different parts of the world, from US, China, Mexico, and Australia. So I met them. So we were talking, getting to know each other. They were telling that this trek is one of the last trek in their bucket list. They have been to so many other mountains, so many other treks, the highest peaks in the world. This is their last thing in the bucket list, and they are marathon runners. And that's it. My mind started pushing myself. Oh, Divya, see, these people are so well trained and they're marathon runners. They're so fit. Look at you. You're so lean. You're not fit like them. You never had any experience. You have a basic experience of how to do a trek, how to pack a backpack. So I was started constantly having that negative thoughts, our words, right? So the book that really helped me at this phase is Toltec 4 Agreements. Have you ever heard about this book? Have you guys read this book? So there are 4 agreements in this book. So it says the first one is be impeccable with your speech, not just speak that you speak outside, but also the speech within your own self. And second agreement is don't take anything personally. Fourth one is don't make any assumptions. Third one. Fourth one is always do your best. So that the first agreement, right? Be impeccable with your speech. Don't go to negative side, and don't compare yourself with others. Don't take anything personally. Let them be themselves. You be yourself. So how can you say that you can't go until without even trying, right? That's the only thing I had. Okay, I'll try my best wherever, whichever point I go, and I come back from there. And first day was constant of these thoughts, of negative thoughts, self judgments. And first of the trek, you need to take a flight to a place called Lukla. It's a world's dangerous airport because it's in a valley and there is no runway space in that valley for the aircraft to stop. It's about 200 meters versus 2000 meters for a regular aircraft. So people were so scared, but I was ready for the challenge. I was so one started looking at the mountains with a very high, right, like a bird eye view, right? Huge mountains, so full of greenery, and there we can see mountains a little bit far away. They're full of snow. I was really enjoying that view. I was not at all scared about this flight journey. So I really enjoyed it. And from that airport, we started to trek to the nearest accommodation. So we're trekking. The first air trek's supposed to be very, very easy and simple. But for me, it was a little bit hard because I was judging myself. The other trekkers were a little bit ahead of that, of about 30, 40 minutes ahead of me because they were running really fast, they're walking. I was just walking and enjoying the nature. They were running in the trek. So then that night, right, my tour guide came to me. Divya, I have seen you. You were struggling for the first day of the trek. So I'm a little doubtful on you. I don't think you can make it to the 10th, to the main point of the trek. maybe good idea to get back up and go home. And that I don't know what to do. Again, I was contemplating this thought, and one thing came up to my mind. Don't take anything personally. He don't know you. You just met him. How can he judge you like that, right? Let him judge. It's okay. But I am not taking it personally. I will give my best. Whatever happens will happen. I'll give my best. It's only motto I had. And from that day, I thought, okay, let them go, whatever they want to go, how much ever fast they want to go. I told him, I need my time. So yeah, I need you, someone to be with me while I'm walking. And he said, okay, okay. So I'll give you a guide to you. He will walk with you. You take your own time. Let the others go as fast as they want. So that gave me some space. So I can be with my own self, my own thoughts. And I was being one with the nature around me. And during the trek, right, I saw the connection of the mind and the body. The moment I have thoughts in the mind, my my walking speed used to get reduced. The moment I cut the thought, the walking speed used to increase. It should be is going to be faster. So I really got the connection. Until then, I know the theory part of it, but the very first time I practically experienced the moment. Oh, this is what they meant to be in the present moment. The moment you cut the thought, you come back to your present and you do what you're doing. So that was such a great experience I had during this trek. And slowly, as we go to the next third day, fourth day, fifth day, the altitude got a little bit worse. We are going to the high in the mountains, and I got horrible headaches in the back because there's no oxygen in the air, and it was challenging, and it was also enjoying at the same time. So I pushed the phase, and it was okay. And the almost at the ninth day or the 10th day of the trek, I started feeling something is going to happen this day. I tried to call up my mother and as well my husband, but there's no signal. And I left a message. Yeah, today is the highest point of the trek. I'm just going there. Everest base. This is today is the day we are going. So I'm starting in next hour or so. So I was already tired by the time. It was exhausting. I lost some weight. So with that, but the last day of the trek, right? I was very happy. I made it to that point, and I was walking. It was drizzling that day. It was rainy and cloudy. So we were walking. I got a little bit wet in my hair and my hands, and we were walking towards the Everest base. And it's like a rock falling zone. We are walking in a narrow valley, and because of the rains and everything, right, the rocks are falling. So we had to be very careful where we have to which path to take. And our guides are helping us to figure out, okay, stop right now, take a break here, so let the cloud pass by, we can go after 10 minutes or 20 minutes, something like that. So we managed that path and we went to the Everest space. So the moment came true. My wish came true that day, that moment. And we all celebrated. Everybody had pictures. We had some fun. People are dancing. People are having some beer. So everybody had different kind of the way they celebrate, right? So I was also happy. We took so many tons of pictures there, and we are walking back. So as we are walking back, we had about 3 more hours to walk to the nearest accommodation. So as we were walking back, suddenly the temperature went below zero, and it's also raining and drizzling, right? So we got a little bit wet. And all of a sudden, I felt so cold from inside, like hypothermia. I was walking with the hiking poles, and my left hand became so numb. I was not able to hold the hiking pole. So I put my hiking pole aside. And slowly, within few seconds, I would say, my right hand became numb. So I took my other hiking pole to the side too. It just happened so quickly. Every few seconds, something is happening in the body. I feel some kind of butterflies or something going in the stomach. I felt very thirsty. And next moment, I was not able to feel my left leg. I was telling my left leg to move in the mind, but the communication to the body and mind was not happening the way it has to happen. And I was calling for help, and I was shouting from inside, but my voice is getting so mumbled. They could not barely hear me from outside. So one of the tour guide turned around and he said, "I'm coming to help you." So he came in and he was trying to drag me to the mountains and the stones. And I was barely walking. I could not take my feet up, putting on the high rock for the next step. He said, Divya, you can't rest here. This is a very dangerous zone. So the rocks are may fall anytime. So you have to walk at least 30-40 minutes to be in a safe spot. But my body is giving up. So my left leg became numb and my right leg became numb. I was like, I don't have nothing control in my body at all. So I just sat on one of the biggest rock there. I sat down and I took a sip of water. And that moment I felt my eyelids are dropping. I felt like, oh, something is happening. I felt maybe I'm dying now. I felt it's my last breath. And I don't know where this came from. I had one strong intention. I told myself, I am not dying here. Nature and Patriji, you have to take care. I'm not dying. That's it. That's just very, very strongly. It came from deep within. It was not prepared. It was not someone who has told me this. It happened. It came in that moment of time. And I closed my eyes. And I became unconscious. And the tour guides took me like a backpack. They put me onto the shoulders. And one took care of my bag and my hiking poles and everything. The other tour guide took me on his back. And he started running because I was not responding to them. I was able to feel a little bit here and there the traces, but not I'm not fully aware. So they were running to the nearest accommodation about an hour and a half, and they put me on nearest. They have furnaces. They don't have in the heating units. They have the old style furnaces like you see in the movies, right? This is all like a movie scene to me now when I recollect that. So they put me on a small bench, wooden bench. So there are a few people rubbing my legs, my sole of the feet, my arms, my forehead. There were some people trying to talk to me. Divya, where are you from? Do you remember where you are? Who is your parents? So trying to make me aware of things around me, and so put more so many blankets onto me. They're trying to help me to uh, revive me back to consciousness. So I can hear few things, but I was not fully able to respond from inside. And that state was about 1 to 2 hours of time. And one lady came to me and said, Divya, you remember you were telling of your talking to me about your dreams that you want to serve the world. Do you remember you have a small son waiting on you? Do you remember that your husband is waiting on you? And those words took me back to the consciousness. And I became conscious again. And I woke up and I saw everybody so they looked so stressed out when I opened my eyes. And they were so I saw the sign of relief. Oh, she's alive. She's okay now. So they all settled into their own places, and then I became conscious again. That night, they gave me a hot soup to eat, to drink, and I drank it and slept. So that was my near death experience I had. And to me, the next day, the next morning when I woke up, I felt very new to my own self for the very first time. Some kind of energy, some kind of freshness. It felt like a rebirth to me. And the next day is supposed to be the longest day of the trek. So we have to come down. It takes about 10 days to go up and 5 days to come down. So they multiply the distance while coming down to cover up the distance. So the immediate next day was the longest of the trek. So I was being doubtful. How can my body can manage this long day of the trek? And now I'm so exhausted. I'm tired. I just had this experience. I don't know what's going to happen. And that morning, I took some oil and rubbing my feet, my whole body parts, and saying, thank you so much. Because of you, I was able to make up to this point in this life. And I was able to enjoy all the beauties of Himalayas, all the nature and the snow, which I never seen before. So I was massaging my legs, my shoulders, my ankles, and saying, so thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you. And I started the trek. So other tour guide came to me and he said, okay, you don't worry about carrying your luggage or your backpack. I will help you. And he took my backpack. So only thing I have to carry is on my own self and my own body. So I was walking and I was so surprised about the body's potential. I realized, yeah, our human body has so much of potential. So doing a trek like this, having a near-death experience, almost going downhill and regaining back, and managing to trek the whole day for the immediate day, I was so amazed about the potential of the human body. I understood that yes, our body has so much of potential. All the limitations that we have are coming from the mind. So that really made me understand, yes, our human body has so much of potential that we can't imagine how much potential we have. So we just have to switch our mind that way, and miracles will happen to you. That was an experience I had. Next 3 4 days happened very quickly, and I came back to one of again Lukla, the same airport where the place where I took the first aircraft, and something different happened that day. So next, the weather forecast shows the next 3 4 days we have so much of clouds and rain, very heavy rains. So the flights are going to be cancelled next 3 4 days. You have to stay in that place wherever you are. So I went with the fellow Americans, right? Other trekkers, right? They're fellow Americans, and they got so panicked. Oh my goodness. So they were saying like, oh, we are so depressed. We don't know what to do. It feels like end of the world. Next 3 days we were stuck in this one place. Don't know what to do. What's as me? I'm just sitting relaxedly, putting my legs on the couch to relax my legs. I was writing my diary, what happened on the day one, day two, how many miles I walked. I was not even bothered about what's happening around me. I was so cool and so happy that day. I was trying to recollect the experience that I had. And I understood that the mindset difference of a meditator and a non-meditator. So I saw the difference, how much strength we have, how much stable we are as being into spiritual path. The spirituality gave me so much of stability from inside that day. I was not even panicked at all. And they called to emergency helicopters and they came the next day to take us to the Kathmandu. So we all took the helicopter and came to Kathmandu. So whole experience of this trek gave me so much of insights, so much of wisdom from inside, what I am, my fears, my strengths, the potential of the physical body, the potential of being outside without anybody around you. So I got few realizations that like we are both physical and spiritual beings. We can't divide them into, oh, I'm spiritual, you're not spiritual. No, we all are equally spiritual and equally physical. So it's all interlinked and intertwined. It's very hard to separate. Say, oh no, I'm only spiritual. I don't care of the material things. No, we are both of all these things. And other thing I realized was accept yourself as you are. We are all humans. We all can be imperfect, right? We all can make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to regain back. So accept yourself as you are and accept others as they are. So these are the two main things I realized during the trek. And one more thing that surprised me was during the whole trek, I never felt body aches or the leg aches. Usually, I typically feel leg pain if I walk for extended time of the day than usual. But during the trek, I never felt that body aches. I was wondering, oh, why is this? How did this happen? And that day from Kathmandu, I was calling my parents, my friends, telling that, okay, I came back successfully. And they complained about me. Divya, I don't know what happened to you. We are experiencing body pains with no reason in our life. That's why I understood the connection. So they are experiencing the body pains on behalf of me. That shook me again. Oh my goodness, see, we are all connected as a souls into one family. So the world is not like separate, or we are not separate. We're all one big family. Like it was like a kutumbam. I learned this through experience. So my mother felt pain in her knees. One of the friend felt the pain in the calves. One other friend got sunburns. I didn't get any sunburns. She got it. She didn't have. She's in her reality. She didn't been to sun at all. All these things are unexplained to my friends and family members. So the whole thing gave me so much of wisdom and insights. And after this experience, I felt so the moment of death can come anytime, any moment in our life, right? It happens in split seconds. So my experience happened in just few seconds. My leg, right arm, left arm, my eyelids drooping. I was not able to talk. I had something going on the stomach. Everything happened in few seconds. Likewise, death also can happen in a split second that you won't even realize. So whatever you have in this life to do, so do it. So know your passion, know your purpose, and live your purpose. So any moment that comes, okay, since you're living your purpose, you'll not be afraid or you'll not be guilty of the not doing something that that you're supposed to do. So my message would be just know your purpose and live your purpose.
Amazing, amazing conclusion, Divya. So you are really a true pyramid master, true meditator, uh, concluding with the importance of purpose. So when you are living to your purpose, you will not have any regrets. So when you are leaving this physical body, and the manner in which you describe your journey to the Himalayas, it's like a reminds me of a movie, a scene straight out of the. There is one movie from I think Brad Pitt, the 7 years in Himalayas, something like that. I remember I watching that. So it's like a coming out of the movie. So the the mental strength that you had after such a incident, such an instant, um, and amazing learnings, and that great insights that you got it, and you are trying to share with everybody about it's okay to make mistakes, and this uh, this reminds me of what Patriji says, that do your karma. Okay, don't stop doing karmas. So do it, whether you fail or whether you succeed or you don't. It's keep doing. So, and it's just that learning from the mistakes is very important, and that interconnectedness that beautifully mentioned about your family members having the pains in their that interconnectedness. So amazing, amazing. And thank you for sharing such an inspiring, uh, real experience that you went through. And it's really motivating. For me personally, it is motivating a lot. Thank you for this. To be honest, I know that you went to Himalayas, but I didn't know this complete experience. I never heard on any platform, but it was very, very inspiring. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ravikan. My pleasure. My pleasure to be here and be with you all today, spending some time with you all. Really, really grateful to be here today. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Lakshmi, go for it.
Thank you so much, Divya, for your wonderful, wonderful, inspiring uh, trek to the and your life story and trek to the Himalayas. First of all, kudos to your intention. So when you have strong intention, the entire universe conspires to make it happen. And second thing is, as long as we are in the comfort zone, we don't have any fears. The moment we come out of that comfort zone, the moment we step into the unknown, all the fears will come to the surface. And really, really so inspiring how you faced your fears, how you came out of your comfort zone, and yeah, and also that Toltec 4 Agreements book, how it helped you like be impeccable with your words, always give right commands to your mind, and also do not compare with others. So, and also your near death experience and and your mindset, your attitude, and also convincing your family members that to having a 4 years old kid. So you made such a strong decision, really, really, really inspiring. And thank you so much for inspiring all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sri Lakshmi. Thank you. Thank you. I get inspiration from you guys with all the work you do. So we inspire each other.
Yes, go for it, Sharvika. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Master Divya. When Ravikiran sir sharing your introduction, that itself is an inspiration to all the masters. So the work you are doing, the work you have done, how you have started, and and few more I heard from Master Nilima too. So about you, it's very inspiring. And today, when I heard your whole journey, know how we have to take a step, so how that we inspire ourselves. So this is what I felt. So we need not take anyone's help to inspire us, to boost us. We did not expect someone to boost us, we do not expect someone to praise us, inspire us. So how we can inspire with our own self, and the mind talk with your body, and the connection what you felt. It's very amazing, very amazing. And the whole journey is a lesson. That's what no every person in the trek is a lesson for you, and they became lesson for us today through your experience sharing. Because someone discourages, someone encourages, so we take only the positive side, but how to handle the if someone discourages also, it's very inspiring. So need not no if we are not that, so it's not necessary to take those words. So already when we are in fear, that the courage step itself is a big step. When you are already in that, someone takes it drains us actually, so we can't move. So thank you so much. There are so many lessons in your journey for us today to learn, and be ready to whatever happens to us. We have to be ready, and that strong intention also, we can change our life as well. Thank you so much. We are so honored you to be here. Thank you, Divya. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shardaji. Thank you.
Yes, Kavitaji, you can unmute yourself.
Thank you, Master. It was a wonderful session. Like the experience of going to Himalayas and the Mount Everest. Oh my God, it's really like mind blowing. The moment I saw the poster, I thought like I have to sit today. And yesterday I was thinking, well, I wanted to do the Gudakesha, but then I thought, no, will I be able to do no this that? But when you said this, I'm thinking, what she has gone and just sitting at home, that's what kind of motivation. And another thing is like, as a meditator, how did you feel the experience? Because people say it's like the abode of Lord Shiva, that is the ultimate. How did you feel there, and did you do any meditation there? And just if you'd like to share, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Kavitaji. Yes, I did lots of meditation there. I also did lots of meditation before the trek itself. So the time I had before the trek is the most transforming time than I had during the trek. So I came so many fears, phobias, so many judgments around us, right? So I did long hours of meditations and with long workouts. So I did both. So that I think I aggregated to more of meditation part, the spiritual energy, the wisdom we have, right? That what's motivate us to go to anything we want to do in our life. So I
Amazing.
give the credit all to meditation and the spiritual wisdom, not the physical routine or the fitness, or that's also part of it, and the diet also part of it. But I would weigh more towards spiritual path and spiritual wisdom that I have used during this experience.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kavitaji.
Thank you, Kavitaji. And it's very interesting, Kavitaji, you joining to the sessions recently, and you are every day, learning something new and always asking the questions. Thank you for inspiring other new members, Kavitaji. Thank you.
It's a blessing, really, Ji. Like I just saw you. I don't know from where I got your number, and I got connected, and it's like every day it's like a treat. Oh, this 40 days. First I was thinking, okay, it's just a normal meditation. Anyhow, I was like feeling okay, I'm a bit dedicated to that time. But it's like an unexpected treat, like a cherry on the cake. Every day it's like opening the eyes, what you say. Amazing. So yeah, thank you, masters. Thank you all, like who are all behind the scene as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Rina, you can unmute yourself.
Thank you, Divya ji. Thank you, Ravi Karan ji. Everybody, thank you. Divya ji's story is so amazing. I can't believe it. How much I will listen this. I will say you can write a book for other people to inspire, especially for the youngsters. And I also wanted to go to Mansarovar, Kailash. I was planning and I was practicing for the track and everything, but it didn't happen because of the COVID. But I don't think I can go. But today's story, I think I will get my energy back. Also, the angels and meditation, I will try my best again. Thank you very much. Can I know the name of the book, please?
Toltec 4 Agreements.
Told?
Toltec 4 Agreements
I will
by
type here.
Don Michael Ruse.
Okay.
Yeah, we can type it down there in the chat.
Okay, thank you. Very nice story. Very, very nice. And you said so
Thank you so much.
beautifully. Yeah. You the coming back time, angels actually carried you.
Yeah, okay, we can consider that angel in the form of my tour guides, maybe.
Yeah.
No, my tour guides physically carried me like a
I know.
backpack onto my
I
back.
know.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
jokingly saying those people, instead of those people, you can think like angels. They're really angels.
Yes, yes. Yeah, they saved me. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were so worried that day. Yeah, I can see I can still remember their expression then what happened to them.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Reena ji. Thank you. Pleasure to hear from you.
Mhm.
Thank you, Reena ji, for your amazing support. So you've been doing a lot of different kinds of meditations and following Osho, and then you feel that completeness after joining us, the PSSM, the community, and you're doing wonderful work in Birmingham and surrounding areas. Amazing work, and so inspired by your, you know. Hospitality and the way you receive the meditators, new meditators. Thank you. Thank you.
Yesterday we finished the 6th day.
6th day. Yeah.
GK sir's task we finished yesterday, and I'm also from the Kriya Yoga. You know Kriya Yoga? This is the lineage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I have an experience to go to Babaji's cave. That only I can say.
Yes.
Yeah, I had
Amazing. We would love to hear on day. Thank you.
I don't know I can explain that beautifully, but I will try. Yeah, I will try my
Sure.
best.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nilima
Thank you,
ji.
Divya again.
Yeah. Thank you, Reena ji. Pleasure to talk to you again. Thank you.
Nilima, go ahead.
Hi, Divya.
Hi, Nilima.
Good to see you in UK today, and Europe awaits for you for a lot of hikes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so it's always inspiring to hear from you, Divya. The moment we read, because your story has been published also on spiritual science magazines, and you have been keep on sharing. Today, my takeaway is something that when you want to do something, it's not only doing meditation, but how you are putting your research in knowing you're knowing how the things go on, and especially on the holistic health. Now, what kind of food that we have to eat, because our body is the most crucial part. Like, body is like everything for us, because it carries our soul, it carries the essence inside the body in each and every soul. And how you have nurtured your body is something which is very important. And it's my takeaway in today's session, and always inspiring, and keep inspiring the entire world, Divya.
Thank you, Nilima. Thank you. I'm ready. I wish to travel around the world, Nilima. Let's see when it happens. It will happen.
Yes, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Nilima.
Thank you. Very good to hear from you.
Thank you, Nilima. Yes, Kula sir. Please unmute yourself.
Hi, Divya, ma'am. Thank you. It was wonderful to hear your real life story. It was very, very inspiring, and I feel you had so much mental strength to do this one. Rather than the physical strength, I think your mental strength actually sort of tell us so much to us. We need to be really, really good to have the good mental strength to do things. Thank you so much for your wonderful wisdom sharing. Just one question. You said it took 10 days to go up. Did you say 120 miles to go up there, or how many miles or kilometers?
Altogether, yeah,
All
it's all
together.
the whole altogether is 120 miles going up and coming down.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
Well
so
done.
much, Pilaji.
Well done.
Nice to reconnect with you. I remember meeting you in Egypt.
Egypt, yes. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you.
Okay. I see a lot of gratitude messages from our participants here. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, there is one question. Thank you, Master. Please, can you advise how you started your meditation at the age of 69? Any advice for us to teach our young children to bring to meditation journey, please?
So do we have time, Ravikran? 2 more minutes, 2-3 minutes?
Yeah, 2-3 minutes is fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll explain my journey a little bit shortly about how I got into meditation. So as a youngster, right, I fought with my parents to go away from them to have a better education. I always wanted to become a physician, like a doctor. So I fought with them. I went to join a boarding school. So after going to boarding school, the atmosphere was so stressful. I could not sleep. I could not study well. I could not focus. I lost my into in my life. I lost my self-esteem. So that phase was very tough on me, and I was in kind of a perceived depression kind of state. And I got inspired by watching so many movies, how to commit suicide, how to have a painless death kind of a moment. So I was having those negative thoughts, and I was ready to commit a suicide. And that day, one day I called my mom. I said, Mom, sorry, I could not fulfill your wish of becoming a doctor. So I want to end my life. My life feel meaningless at this point of time. And she said, don't worry, Divya, I'll come and visit you. I'll coming in next few days. I'll come and visit you over the weekend. So I waited for her, and she came with a book. She's a very good book reader. She came with a book. I always have a habit of lying next to her during the bedtime and to listen to whatever she reads. So likewise, that same day I was just sitting next to her. She was reading the book. I was listening to the book. The book name is Jonathan Livingston Seagull by Richard Bach. So that story is all about one seagull, which goes beyond their group. It thinks beyond their group of other seagulls, and it never gives up. The moral is don't give up is a moral. She didn't tell me anything because I was a teenager at that time. I would not listen to whatever she says. I always used to argue, oh, who said this? What's the proof? All those things. That was my mindset back then. And she indirectly told me the story and said, do not give up. That really inspired me. And after going back home, she used to write letters to me. Those letters are like booklets. So she used to read a book and write all the main points from the book. And after 1 month or so, she came back again. And that time is a Jnana Mahachakram time in India. That year it happened in Vijayawada, where I was in. So she took me to that Jnana Mahachakra meditation classes by Patriji and other PSSM masters. So that's when I got introduced to meditation. And from that day, I experienced something in meditation. I don't know what it is. I felt there is something in it. I need to give it more time. And since all my life is already into negative side, I felt, okay, this is my last resort to come back to normal. So that's how I got into meditation. And my mom said, Divya, do just for 5 minutes. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening. So I just followed that about 2-3 months. And that really changed. It's a U-turn in my life. And I made so much of good grades after that. My teachers, my family, everybody was surprised looking at my grades after 6 months of meditation. So that was a U-turn in my life. So that's how I got into meditation. I hope I answered your question, Daksha ji.
So I think it's Netraji who asked the question.
Netraji, okay.
Thank you so much, Divya Master. That was really a good answer for myself. I was looking for my children, to be honest. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, because when I ask them sitting 10 minutes, also they say, oh, 10 minutes. No, I can't sit like that. So I was just wondered how you started at that young age. So it really is needed for the younger generation children to be into this spiritual journey from this age, to be honest. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
I think, Netraji, the best thing we can do is being inspiration for them. The changes in us brings changes in them. All that we
That's
can do is creating the atmosphere from them to learn from whatever we want to teach them. So I think we have to be the example for them to learn and implement in their life.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's the reason. Like even I started meditation recently, like for the last few months. So by watching me, sometimes they watch and just go away. But that's what. Like if it comes for themselves to join us, that would be the great thing. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
They may they
Mm.
observe everything we do, Netraji. May not
Mhm.
be right now they'll implement, but they will implement when the time when they have a low phase in their life. They'll
That's
definitely use this. All these things is going to be in the like a toolbox to them. They will definitely use it.
true.
It won't be visible right now what we are doing, but it will
Yeah.
eventually be very fruitful. So don't worry about them not meditating. They're looking you very closely and looking
Yeah.
every word, every action you do. So you should be
Yeah.
aware of that, and that's the inspiration for them.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Thank you, masters, everybody in the group. Yeah, it's such a great, amazing session we had. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Haji. Yeah, thank
Thank
you,
you,
Divya,
Netraji.
for nicely explaining about they don't listen to us, but they model us. So it's we need to be careful, or we need to be aware what we are doing. So thank you. That's a amazing advice, and I see wonderful message from other participants. Dakshaji, feel the fear and do it anyway. And that too is an experience. So from Dakshaji.
Wonderfully said. Feel the fear and do it anyways. Yes, yes.
So good. So anybody else wants to talk? Just wanted to give the opportunity if somebody wants to talk. Okay. I think good. Yeah. You
Can
want?
I say something?
Yes. Tell me.
I've got two adopted kids, and the little one is very cheeky. I say, hey, you are like when I started, I said, you are 15, you have to do only 15 minutes. And he says, how much you want to give me? He always wants money. So I said, no. Yeah. And the older one, he's now 19. He says, I'm doing all the time meditation. You don't have to ask me to do meditation. I'm in the meditative state all the time.
Nice, nice. Very good. Yeah.
I still wanted to know the book, Divyaji.
Yeah. Yes.
Please. Thank you.
Sure.
Good. So thank you, friends. Let us conclude this wonderful session. Let's take away, all those learnings from this session, and then see how we can, implement these, and how we can internalize all these learnings, that whatever we have learned today from the real experience of Divya's journey. Nothing short of a movie, which is like, we only see in the movies, but it's we are still, here listening from the direct from the person. So amazing learnings. Thank you, Divya, once again for coming. So let us again meet tomorrow at the same time for this, enlightenment or no death at 9 p.m. I'm sure everybody is keenly waiting for what is going to come. So like me, so thank you everyone, and yeah, good night. We'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you.